All right. Good morning, everybody. A little early here, so I'm just going to take a minute, share this out. How's everybody doing? Instagram morning. All right, just going to take a few minutes here. Hope everybody's having a good week this week. Let me know where you guys are at. Where you jumping on? What's the weather like where you guys are at right now, too? My goodness, it's been raining, so hopefully, and it's thunderstorms here right now. So uh hopefully we won't get kicked off or anything like that. And everything will be all right this morning. So we'll see. All right, we're gonna get started. I think. I guess it's a little. Oh, now it's on. Now we're on time. Lot to talk about. Kind of a crazy week. First and foremost, this weekend, very important weekend coming up this weekend, as trout season for all you anglers out there out in the East Coast here. Starts Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia. I think all trout season starts this weekend. So very important stuff for you anglers out there. What else happened this week? I didn't get a lot. I don't have a lot of topics to talk about this week. It's just been one of those kind of weird weeks, but maybe we'll dive into it. I guess we'll get started here. Might be a shorter show today, depending on how many of you show up. Um, but let's go ahead and get started. Couple of news articles I found this week. First one: Colorado father loses son to state-backed gender agenda. In Colorado, a father engaged in a legal struggle to prevent the state from facilitating the medical transition of his 14-year-old son after expressing concerns about the administration of puberty blockers and potential irreversible interventions. The state revoked his parental rights regarding his son's medical decisions. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Now it goes a little bit deeper, and you can look this up. Look up Colorado father or gender agenda. The child's mother, and this is what I gathered from this report that they're divorced, but the child's mother, with support from an activist therapist, leveraged Colorado's um, legal framework to advocate for the child's transition. Affirmation, whatever. It just some shit that they have in Colorado. This is infuriating. A 14-year-old. This approach has led to the intention of medical procedures that carry risks such as sterilization, reduced brain development, and decreased bone density. The father emphasized that it's his responsibility to protect the child, stating, quote, my child is more important to me than whatever the court system may do to me. If my child needs to be saved, it's my job as a parent to save him, and he needs to be saved right now, end quote. We've talked about um, these surgeries and stuff for kids, and I say kids, anything under 18, and even under 21, but we'll say 18. Um, parents are allowing their children to have these surgeries. This father doesn't want that to happen. The mother has supports, and now the state steps in and says the father doesn't have any rights about it. That, to me, in my opinion, is wrong. Um, I think it's child abuse, in my opinion. I think the mother um, should be fined for child abuse. I don't think any, when stuff like this happens, and then this is just my opinion, and you don't have to agree with me. That's fine. I think if you're going to do these life altering changes, you have to be 18 or older to make your own decision on that. Parents shouldn't make that decision. Um, just my opinion. So those of you that watch this, morning. See you guys over there on the Instagram. Those of you that watch this and see this part, leave a comment. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think parents that allow their children to go through this gender agenda, is it child abuse? What are your thoughts? It blows my mind that they uh, would allow something like this to happen. All right, we're gonna. All right. Let's move on. That one's very irritating. Just frustrating. How many Ford folks are out there? Ford announces From America for America initiative. This happened this week. Ford Motor Company announced its initiative called From America for America, offering customers employee pricing until June 2nd. For the next couple of months, we're going to offer customers the same deal that our employees get. This is coming from the Ford's chief policy officer, Steve Crowley, said during his interview with Fox News earlier this week, quote, that's worth thousands of dollars. You can come into your store and you get employee pricing. I'm curious, anybody out there work for Ford or have worked for Ford? I'm curious what that pricing is. And would you and they went into, I didn't think I put it on here. You can look this up. It goes with their EV vehicles. It also goes with their diesel vehicles. There's a lot of vehicles that are included. They are included. Excuse me. Gabriel, thank you for jumping on, man. Thought I was alone for a second. You were 16 when it. You were 16 what? When you worked for Ford or when you had puberty blockers? Oh, Gabe. Gabe, I think you need to come on another show on a Friday here. So anyway, how many of you are going to take advantage of the Ford offer? The older I get, I see these vehicles. You have to, I don't know, all these computer chips and stuff like that. You just plug it in. It seems convenient, but it costs a lot more. I mean, it's almost, and I'm getting to a point where I'm looking for older vehicles. You know what I mean? Ford, and you're never alone, not even. Uh, all right. How many people are going to take advantage of it? Those of you that watch this, like I said, it's early. The weather's bad. I don't know if anybody's other than Gabe and I are on here, but those of you that watch this a little bit later on, leave a comment about the puberty blockers, and then Ford. Are you going to take advantage of it? Next up, here's a big thing that's been going on this week, and it's been happening for a while now. The there's a Senate revolt. Republican senators joined Democrats to undercut Trump's tariffs. In a notable challenge to President Donald Trump's trade policies, the Senate passed a resolution on April 2nd aiming to terminate the emergency declaration that facilitated tariffs on Canadian imports. What are your guys' thoughts on this tariff stuff? We knew things were going to be uncomfortable here in the beginning, and sometimes you got to get uncomfortable before things can get better. Doge has come out and shown a lot of wasteful money spending that's been going on. You look at some of these tariffs and what we're spending with these other countries. And then you have the mainstream media with titles like this, and then you have the politicians, follow the money. I mean, that's the simplest thing, right? Why are these Republicans and Democrats trying to block and terminate these tariffs on imports? I don't know. I haven't, truth be told, I haven't done a deep dive in it. It seems like that's been the topic of conversation this week, considering what's happened, that they voted on this yesterday. So I don't know. I've noticed that the stock market's been going down a lot. There's a lot of other things in coffee prices. I know the tariffs has had effect. Me personally, we have our sister company, HMG Beverage. Coffee prices for the last 8 months have just gone through the roof, like quadrupled in price. It's crazy. We haven't. Yeah, it's just crazy. So what are these tariffs? What do you think is going to happen from that? Moving on. Tesla. I got mixed feelings on this one. Tesla, what's going on with Tesla? You see all of these Tesla dealerships getting, people starting fires at these Tesla dealerships, and that's certainly not environmentally friendly, right? I mean, it's bad enough that the Tesla isn't environmentally friendly as is, right? Now you're going in and destroying all these cars and trucks and whatever else. It's the same people that were pushing for them, but I don't know. I got mixed feelings on this one. Do I think it's right or what these people are doing? No, I don't think it's right. In fact, it's dead wrong. I don't think you should do that. Destroying property, causing harm to other people, starting chaos. Not a good thing. It's not a good look for us as a country. Am I against Tesla? I don't like the idea of them shutting off a vehicle mid-drive or tracking you. Of course, there's a separate argument for the tracking side with GPS and all that other shit. But I would, the batteries and it's just not, for me personally, it's not environmentally. I'm not a fan of Tesla in that aspect of things. Do I think but do I agree with what's happening to them? No, I don't. So moving on. Actually, I'd be curious. How many Tesla? Do we have any Tesla? I know there's a couple of you out there. I will say this: smooth ride. I've been in a few Teslas when I travel, especially Ubers and stuff like that. Very smooth ride. Me personally, I would not want one. I wouldn't purchase one. What else happened this week? We did a happy hour this week, HMG happy hour, or we called it happy hour, Wednesday night. And we had Adam Peters on from the Strategic Veteran, and we were talking plant-based medicines. Adam is facilitating a retreat, or he's part of a retreat that's going to Peru later this year. I think I want to say in June it was. If you go to our Facebook page or our Instagram page, YouTube, it was on LinkedIn. We streamed it like we do the weekly wrap up here. You can go see that video from Wednesday night, about an hour long. We talked about ayahuasca. It's an ayahuasca retreat, and what it what is it? We had a lot of questions, answered those questions. A lot of people are curious about what it is. I personally have never dabbed in it, and I've never gone on a retreat. Over the last 5 years, I've had probably just over a half a dozen interviews of people that I've interviewed, from tier one operators to the average Joe that has gone to these ayahuasca retreats, and talk about what it's done for them, and it really is eye opening to see what the results are, from it, and it kind of forces you to deal. There was just a lot of go watch the video from Wednesday night. Um, it's fascinating to learn about, I think, personally. And it's one of those things where it's like, I like the fact that they're not shoving pills down your throat from like the VA or anything like that. This is an alternative for PTSD. This has been used to treat PTSD and TBIs. And there's been a lot of great positive results from it. So it's just like anything else. You got to do your research on it. It's anyway. Wednesday night, it happened Wednesday night. Go check it out. Um, it was with Adam Peters from the Strategic Veteran. You can find it on all of our Heroes Media Group social platforms. We were on Facebook, LinkedIn, and our YouTube channel. So go check that out. All right. We've got some exciting news here at the network. We are continuously growing. We're growing a lot. But before I get into that, and I don't have a picture for this, I got to give a special shout out to one of the HMG family members, Shay Sparks. Shay Sparks, she's my partner in crime when it comes to our Maker's Machine, which is our mastermind group that we do every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Shay was nominated and won an award for the best 50 over 50 podcast. Got recognized down in Florida this week for that. So Shay, congratulations to you on your accomplishments and your awards. It's certainly well deserved. And we look forward to some new shows that you have coming out and whatnot. And those I bring up the Maker's Machine because that's something that her and I do. Like I said, we have quite a few people that we work with. Let me just throw that up there. That's what it is. If you're interested in it, send us an email. You can email us right there at the bottom of the screen, media@heroesmediagrp.com. Let us know that you're interested in joining the Maker's Machine, or you want to check it out and see, or you just want more information on it. Again, send us an email, media@heroesmediagrp, and we'll get you some information on that. But we meet every Thursday for an hour from 3 to 4 in the afternoon Eastern time. So excited about that, because that community is growing, and that's been really fun to grow. And that was her idea with that. And I was blessed that she asked me to be a part of that. So Shay, again, congratulations on your award. Heroes Media Group is growing. Like I said, we are growing. In the last 3 weeks, we've had some new shows. This week alone, We've had 3 new shows commit. We're going to talk about some of them right now. The first one up, Sandra, you can watch her show live on YouTube. Keep it spiritually simple. Keep it spiritually simple. Great show. Welcome to the network. Glad to have you here. We've also recently, last week, Warrior Veteranpreneur podcast. JJ's good. JJ was on the show. If you watched last Friday live, this is JJ. Our guest last week was JJ. This is his podcast. So glad to have him on. And just within the last, just this week, I spoke to two Army veterans. We're looking forward to having them on the network. They got a show called Two Disgruntled PMs, Project Managers. I love the concept of this show. It's not been done, and they are walking through the entire process of starting a podcast and a slew of other things. These guys just have a wealth of knowledge when it comes to business and project management and stuff like that. So this is going to be a really cool show. This show is launching tentatively right now, April 14th, Monday, April 14th. So very soon, just like, a week or two away. So stay tuned for that. More on these shows. And again, folks, welcome to HMG. We're happy to have you part of the network. Let's dive into what you missed on the podcast this week. Again, guys, if you see this kind of a slow Friday morning this week, if you see this, give me a like, share it if you don't mind. Tell me if you got an idea or a topic that you want me to talk about on the weekly wrap up Friday mornings. Send it to me. If you're interested in us doing a second show, we've been contemplating on doing a second show, just doing a nightly show, not a nightly show, a happy hour at night, like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night. If that's something that you're interested in, leave a comment below on what night would work best, that you'd be more amped to jump on. And be later in the evening. We got a lot of mountain and West Coast people that jump on, so we'll make sure it's late enough to where you guys can jump on and be a part of it. I'm thinking like kind of just pick some topics out of thin air and have people on, or if there's something you guys want to learn about, let's utilize that time or that hour and learn from experts in certain fields. So if you're interested, please leave a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are on it. So we're going to dive into what the shows, what you missed this week. Oh, how can I forget? Seriously, Adam? My God. What else happened this week? It was April Fool's. How many of you got suckered this week? I am proud to say I did not. Last year, I got it really good. This year, I did not. Anybody get suckered? And if you got a good story, a good April Fool's, leave it in the comments. Share it with us. We want to hear about it. This week, True Patriot Outfitters, their Doc Talk podcast, April 1 was a pre-recorded show, and they talked about the last 4.5 years of their shows. It was really, really cool. That was ending of season 4. And this coming week, this coming Tuesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, they are going to welcome Miss Lindsay Martin. She's a regional team member of Team Eagle Claw, and a flat out hammer from a kayak. She's a lover of the outdoors, active in her community, and they're going to be talking all things fishing. So make sure you check that out. It's going to be this Tuesday. David Gordon, I see you out there. God bless you, brother. Thank you for jumping on. It's been a lonely morning this morning. David, if you get a chance, listen to the first part of the show. I'd love to hear your comments. I'll go back real quick. Ford announces their From America For America initiative. If you go buy a Ford right now, you get employee discount. There's a father in Colorado loses son to state-backed gender agenda. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm pretty sure that's going to peeve you off if I know you, and as it should. It pissed me off this morning. Anyway, that's just the government getting into our business, and we don't need that. Moving on. Some of the shows are back. Some shows that are back right now. Faith, Valor, Growth. After a bit of a hiatus, they are back. They have Mandy Kelly, and they dive into the inaccuracies of VA disability claims. What? Really? I thought I'm not going to say it. They aim to empower veterans' knowledge needing to navigate the VA system effectively. Both J-Mac and Dom share some of their personal journeys going through their disability ratings. Mandy is a attorney specializing in VA claims, provides insights into requirements for service-connected claims and strategies for filing successful claims. She's there to help. She points out some key things. It's nice to see that it seems like in the last 12 months, I've talked more about VA claims than I've probably have talked about in the last 6-7 years, under the HMG umbrella, quite frankly. So it's nice to see more and more people are getting help with their claims and stuff like that. So a lot of tools and resources out there for that. Next up, the strategic veteran with Mr. Adam Peters, who was with us Wednesday night. Adam does a show, the strategic veteran. They do a show 2-3 times a week right now. This one came out last night. Former Air Force pilot Jason Anderson shares how to succeed after service. From the Air Force Academy to the Pentagon strategist, Jason now leads Pre-Veteran. It's a company to help veterans transition effectively. Learn why the traditional TAP programs fail and how to reframe your mindset and how to thrive in the private sector. Great episode. A lot of positive information in this one. It's called The Strategic Veteran. Check it out. Because Bikers Matter podcast, go check them out. We're in the process of getting them back up and running, so go check them out in the meantime. Homefront Sit Rep podcast. They do 2 shows, Sunday night and Monday night. Monday night show was the 420 Chief, a veteran advocate and educator on healing power of cannabis. I wish I had my sound effect machine up. That deserved a Cheech and Chong sound effect, right? After serving 20 years in the Navy, the 420 Chief has made it his mission to break stigmas and give veterans a voice in the conversation about plant medicine. Through in-depth real-life veteran interviews, he shares powerful stories of healing, stories that reveal the truth about how cannabis can help with PTSD, chronic pain, and anxiety, and the mental health struggles that many face, that veterans face. There's a lot to the cannabis side of things, and the 2 strands, the THC and the CBD strands. Learn it, and I've done CBD drops myself. It helps with arthritis. Nice pain reliever, helps you sleep at night. So there's a lot to this stuff. If you guys want to research more on it, let me know. I'll give you some more tools on that. But that's Homefront Sit Rep podcast. Check it out. Next up, J Mac down there in Arizona. This week he featuring Marcus Maniac McGee. Marcus is more than just a UFC fighter. He's a husband, father, cannabis advocate, and a fierce veteran supporter. They talk about his journey, mindset, and why he's using his platform to make an impact beyond the UFC cage. This was a really cool episode. I loved it. Nice job, Josh. J-Mac podcast. Check it out. I got to give a shout out to Shay Sparks again. She didn't have a show this week, but she did win won the 50 over 50 podcast awards. Awesome job again, Shay. Next up, Patriots Inside the Wire, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights from 4 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. This week, they had Kirk House playing live on the Two Step Tribe. They also had Jimmy, who's known as the Ninja Cowboy artist. They do these live shows, and they have live artists that come on and play on the show. It's really something else. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights from 4 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Patriots Inside the Wire. They're on fire, and they've been doing a ton, and they've got a lot of stuff coming up. So stay tuned for that. But go check them out. Next up, we got Bump in the Road. This week, everyone hits a bump in the road. So what do you do with it? Drive over it, right? You be inspired as well as explore the ways people experience, navigate, and manage the ups and downs and the twists and turns in this road trip called life. This week's guest, Malcolm Grissom, was born to be on stage, but a virus caused him to go into a coma and lose much of his ability to speak and move. He found himself utterly lost, and this was a really cool episode. He explains how he got out of it and what he's doing now. If you want to learn more about it, go listen to it. It's called Bump in the Road. Next up, we got the Arms Room Show, another one of our AZ shows, the OGs of HMG. This week, they're discussing how to develop to become a true rifleman. How many of you out there think you're good at shooting? I'm a pretty good shot. But then you listen to this show and you realize, maybe I'm not that great. When it comes to anything firearms or medical stuff, other than asking my wife from medical stuff, but when it comes to firearm stuff, I go to the Arms Room Show. And if you're in Arizona, if you're anywhere in the country, look for Independence Training. They do training all over the country, like dirt medicine to firearms training. They have a slew of resources. They've got a radio class coming up, I think, down in Phoenix. Go check it out. You go to the Arms Room Show. You find the links for Independence Training, or I think it's independencetrainingaz.com, I think is the company site. You can go check it out. Lots of good training that they do. It's needed. And they put on a great show, and you learn a lot about what they do in these shows. So give the show a listen. It's called the Arms Room Show. They do a new episode every Monday it comes out every Monday at 2 p.m. Arizona time. All right, next up, we got the Misfit Nation podcast. They do a couple of shows a week. They got their Tuesday crew. But this particular one, we're talking with Rich LaMonica, who's the host and founder of Misfit Nation. And he's sitting down with USMC veteran Sam Deeds, a 14-year Marine Corps veteran with an inspiring story of resilience. Sam shares his journey of surviving not one, but 2 IED blasts in Iraq, overcoming traumatic injuries, and dedicating his life to supporting veterans and first responders. Awesome individual. Great episode. Misfit Nation podcast. Check it out. All right, next up, we got Label Free podcast. This week, Karen Carnegie, She's an intuitive momentum coach specializing in integration of fitness and spirituality. She shares her transformative journey when she faced personal challenge from alcohol struggles and mental health, and then how she overcame all that to becoming a fitness and spirituality coach. Pretty cool episode. Digged it. Check it out. It's called Label Free Podcast. I see some of you sneaking on later on here. If you got, say hello. Let me know where you guys are at. Next up, we got your 6 at 6 with the People's Pager Project. This week, Athena Williams. She comes from a military background, and her mission is called She Vets It. Athena is a combat veteran, and she joined as a full-fledged adult with a full commitment This is an inspiring episode with her shares her desire for her sisters and supports those in struggles after service. They also have Dawn Ricks, who sings live. It's their song called "One Love Fits All." Excuse me. People's Patriot Project. They do a couple of shows a week as well. This particular one is called their We Got Your Six at Six. It's Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's like a round table type. I want to say round table, but they bring veterans that are doing great things in the community, and they have a lot of uh, veteran musicians and first responder musicians that come on to the show. So again, if you want to watch this live, you can watch it live uh, Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can watch it on their social platforms, the People's Patriot Project, or you can catch it here on Heroes Media Group. So check it out. A couple more. Next up, the Decision Hour with yours truly. This week, I had the privilege of sitting down with my friend Hillary Russo. She's she's got a fascinating background. She's an award-winning journalist of a 30-year career. She's a champion for mental health and well-being. She introduces everybody to this technique called havening. It's a groundbreaking neuroscience-based technique that she describes as CPR for your amygdala up there in the brain. Prepare to be moved by her personal stories and how she found havening. Now, there's only like 50 practitioners around the world that know how to do this havening, and she's one of them. It was pretty neat. But it's not all. We also talk about the importance of self-care for service professionals. She's developed something called Hug It Out. It's a concept revolutionized how you approach your own mental health. And don't miss her powerful account of life-altering decisions at the age 15 that shaped her perspective of healthcare advocacy. As you guys sit here, I'm rubbing my hands. This is one of the first things she taught me was just doing this will help. A lot of great information on this episode this week, the Decision Hour. I just had a blast sitting down with her. She's going to be on a weekly wrap up here probably later this summer. Not one you want to miss. Go check this episode out this week of the Decision Hour. All right, next up we got Other Side of the Firewall. This week they're talking about cybersecurity news, focusing on the attacks that targeted security expert Troy Hunt. Listen, this show does a show Monday through Friday. Every day they got a show that comes out, and their cyber stuff is absolutely crazy. It is absolutely amazing. I've learned so much from this show. Other Side of the Firewall. Check it out. What do we got here? Sounds good, David. Have a good day, brother. I appreciate you jumping on, man. Be safe. Next up, MSEC podcast. So glad that they're back. This week, they're spotlighting the Military Child of the Year recipients. This episode, they shine light on the exceptional lives of the military children who have been recognized as the Operation Homefront 2025 Military Child of the Year recipients from the Marine Corps, the Coast Guard, and the Air Force families. This week, they speak with Isabella, Ian, and Sophia, and they share their heartfelt stories of resilience, adventure, and gratitude that comes with growing up in military families. I love this. I love this organization, Military Child Education Coalition. They're based down there in Killeen, just outside of Fort Hood or Child, whatever they're calling it now. But it's all about the kids. We focus on the military or the veteran. We often forget about the spouse. We really forget about the kids that are involved. And this organization focuses so much on the kids. So if you are active duty, guard, reserve, or a veteran, and you have a child that's in the home, still going to school, Go check out militarychild.org. This organization has a ton of resources for you and your kids, and you will not be disappointed. I've been working with this organization for the latter part of about 7-8 years now, and absolutely love them. So I love what this is all about. MSEC podcast, check it out. You too, David. I appreciate you, brother. Next up, I only got a couple more left here. Chasing happiness. This week, we're going to dive into transforming your approach from limiting the why mindset, like, oh, why is this happening to me, to empowering, like, what, right? Inspired by Tony Robbins and Grant Cardone's dramatic philosophies, this episode reveals 3 practical, powerful questions designed to help entrepreneurs and business owners like you overcome negativity, unlock critical problem solving skills, embrace personal and professional growth. Some of the things that you're going to discover are as follows: shifting your questions from why is this happening to what can I learn? Such a powerful, powerful action right there. Actionable insights on identifying lessons from your most challenging experiences, empowering you to handle future obstacles proactively. You have to be, right? And there's a slew of other things that you're going to learn in this episode. It's awesome. Check it out, Chasing Happiness. All right, last up for the shows this week, we have Rise Up, Voices from the Front Line. She's been very busy with shows. You got to go check them out. This week episode, and I'm really cutting a lot of the notes out on this one. It's very eye-opening on this one, but the episode is more than a keynote. It's a battle cry for every woman who's ever felt like she had to earn her worth or apologize for her power. Inside this episode, she's going to challenge you. Reclaim your core values, say no without guilt, and take up space like you built the damn room. End quote. So all you ladies out there, you definitely want to check out this week's episode, Rise Up, Voices from the Front Line. I got to give shout outs. Shout outs to our sponsors. From the Farm. I can't stress this enough. You know, we are still fighting our food sovereignty, right? And it's slowly starting to get better, maybe, I think. But one of the best things I've ever done personally, I started buying from local ranchers and farmers in my area. Best decision you will ever make for you and your family. And if you buy in bulk, like we bought a half a cow, we figured out that it ended up saving us a ton of money at the end of the year. You know, if you can do that, do it. From the Farm, go check them out, fromthefarm.com. It's tax season. My tax fella, go check them out, mytaxfella.com. They've been doing my taxes, business and personal stuff for the last decade. They're great. I trust them. They have a great professional staff. Anthony has done a killer job. He's very well known. He'll find you money if you need it. He'll find it. You know, they do our books and everything. They offer a slew of resources. So if you're a small business owner and you don't like keeping your books or anything like that, this is the best money you'll spend, is having them do your taxes and your books. mytaxfella.com. Go check it out. Forget Genetics. Probably the best, not probably, they are the best mineral supplements for deer. If you got property and you want those bucks to grow, this is the product you want in your woods. It's called Forget Genetics. If you go to forgetgenetics.com, and the best thing about it is they're veteran owned, and they are absolutely killing it right now. Go check them out. Jim Neary's Live Bait and Tackle and Warriors on the Water LTD. I cannot wait to get on the water with these guys here in the next couple of weeks, going down there. They actually have a tournament this Sunday down at Jim Neary's Live Bait and Tackle in Kirkwood, Pennsylvania. It's the southern part of Pennsylvania. southeastern part of Pennsylvania, like South Lancaster County, I believe. If you want more information, go to Jim Neary's Live Bait and Tackle Facebook page. He's got information on it. I believe the tournament this Sunday starts at 6 a.m. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on the time, but go check that out. Jim Neary's Live Bait and Tackle. Warriors on the Water LTD is going to be out there as well. Go check them out. Fin Tactical. If you have not checked out the Heroes Media Group website, please go check it out. These guys have done a fantastic job with our website, and they are currently building our new sister website for HMG Beverage. So go check them out, fintactical.com. The Freedom People, great organization, freedompeople.org. If you want to kind of get out of the matrix and get a trust going, go see the Freedom People. They can help you out with that. VA Claim Builder, another great organization. And for all you veterans out there that are having trouble with your claims, this is a free app, VA Claim Builder. It's free. Reach out to them. Gino or Ranger Johnson will get a hold of you. Great organizations to work with. JB Auto Clothiers, another veteran-owned organization. If you want a bespoke, custom-made jacket or suit, let me know. We can help you out. And then, of course, HMG Beverage, go to hmgbeverage.com or hmgcoffee.com. And if you use promo code HMG, you're going to get 10% knocked off at checkout. So that's it. That's all I got. And I actually thought this was going to be a much shorter show, and we're still 45 plus minutes in it. So that being said, listen, springtime is here. Tax season's around the corner. Hopefully you all got your taxes done. This weekend, get outside. If you can, get outside, walk around, protect your mind. There's a lot of crap going on that's going on this week. And if you're going to follow stuff, or if you're going to start going down some rabbit holes, make sure the rabbit holes you go down, you're following the money. Understand why people are saying what they're saying. Turn the mainstream media garbage off. Come to HMG. Leave us a comment. Let me know what you guys want me to cover the next couple of weeks. Please, let's get you guys more involved on these morning shows. And then if, again, I've talked about doing a happy hour show. It'd start off once a month, maybe twice a month, depending on how popular it gets. But if that's something you guys are interested in, if you want us to do a second show or like a happy hour show at night, some point during the week, let me know what you think. What night would be good to do that, do you guys think? And is that something you'd want to participate in? So that being said, that's all the time I got today. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Those of you that are that were on the live with me this morning, thank you for jumping on. Those of you that watch this later on in the day and throughout the weekend, I hope you guys have a great weekend. God bless you. God bless America. We'll be right back here next week. We'll see you guys then.